Your mama ugly. They only responding because you know hit dogs holler. Damn. T, you know T.I.'s son. They supposed to think that that's beauty. But I think deep down inside T, he know what it is. Put it in the comment section. You're now in with 05. My kids don't know who the I am. Kids I see obviously don't know who the I am. I got one. His name is K. I put on college money for money. I'm really worried about this, you dig what I'm saying? He know what it is. I mean, did he talk about it back in the 9s? I got a little problem. A tiny one. Somebody tipping police on where to find me, son. Shit's about to get ugly. Think I'm the one. 1 minute, they telling jokes. Next minute, they buying guns. I know how you dudes get down in the A. Guns with switches. With switches. Y'all gay. Sent Buck back south. Ain't no we went that way. That ain't the G in my unit. I don't play. Yeah, it's a small thing, and I'm a giant. That sound good in a song for try. These still talking. I'm going silent. This money talk for me. How about you? He got the kids involved. Now that ain't it all. My Tony get is smacking up the kids and all. I'm too rich for y'all. That little kid, he SP running around a trap house, trying to get involved. That's a family hustle, man. That's something I won't do. I sent my son to get a job, so he won't be like you. You think that gangster cool? Smoking and skipping school. Listen up, little I got a tip for you. Just bang yourself. Do it. It's she feel it. It's the little problem, a tiny one. Yeah, now, that the mother thing, take it to a whole another level. Yeah, and there's nothing you could tell nobody. It's like there's no adult that could speak to a child after they felt like their mom's been disrespected, or you mean like your moms can't even speak to you at that point. There's nothing that could be said to you. Speak to nobody. And the one thing that's different with the internet is, everybody saw that. Now are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment and the whole family concept? No, I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little off the ledge. Talking about King. Yes. And now he has justifiable means to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching. Got it. Got it. Yo, if someone disrespects you online, is it powerful or problematic when your child jumps in? Oh man. Now, we all been seeing what's been going on in the media as of late. We can't get on the internet. Pockets of his soul right now. You heard? Out with that boy. I'm not going. I ain't going for my mama. I ain't going. It definitely ain't going. Yeah, you made that clear. You gotta respect it though. No, I respect it. Under the circumstances, I respect it. So, if he was into it with somebody, right, just hypothetically speaking, would you want for your son to say something? No, not really. I can't honestly say I would want my son, especially your age. What is this? I know he's got a son, but ain't he older? He's 20 or 21 or something. Yeah, he a little old. He might be older than that. A little different cause he not really a child, but I wouldn't I got younger kids out. What about anybody else in your family though? Family, cousins, and your brother? No, cause really it really put them in a different, I would just want to handle it myself. I wouldn't want my kids or like my family to, but people that love you, you can't tell them how to love you though cause I seen your brother defend, but under the circumstances of as a child, a grown man's mother was being talked about cause he's not a child. Yeah, he's 21. He's of age. He's young. He's still a grown man and make his own decisions and all that. So now imagine us at 21 if somebody talked about our mother and put our mother on display like that. That 21 energy, right? Yeah, you can't tell nothing, right? That's what we got to think about. No. I already thought about it. I'm already fought all the I'm already, check this out. Mother is spoken about. It's all best off. This my thing, right? I would never promote or support my children publicly back in anything I got like negative going on in my world. I would never be like, yeah, that's what we on. I wouldn't do that. But at the same time, I can't tell my kids how to feel about what they see on the internet about me and how they react to it. But now once I see it, I might be like, yo, I don't need you doing that. But you can't really, that's what about if it's a cousin or something. Jump right into it. That's even worse. That's even like your kids. I feel like you could control more than a cousin. Or, you might tell your cousin, but your cousin might be like all that. Why saying that about you and boo-boo? I got cousins that might do the same exact. And in that space, what you going to say? I respect that. You know what I mean? Like, I respect that. Then might I respect that too, but I'm taking it from the place of 21, why old energy. Couldn't tell me nothing at 21. I'm with it. I don't think he did nothing wrong. At 21, play with you got to remember this any age. At any age, play with your mama. You know what I'm saying? First, that made you mad in life. First fight. You hurt in life. Some days your mama, that was the from a little kid. That's the first __ that made you want to pop on somebody 100%. So that don't change with no age, right? Don't you mean? So that's how I feel with that. Like you can't put AA control on a child, or how anybody feel, or how they respond about their moms. Like, but what about if it's not a mother thing, and it's somebody responding for you? Your son, your brother, your family member? I don't want you got to think too, like it could be up. So like they jumping in something that really they not moving even on the same type of time, and you moving on. They might be regular, working, go to work 9 to 5 every day. You live a whole different life. You know, it's just like you saying with people is in the street, and people are civilians like, so I think it should just stay. I would advise my family, just stay out. That's what I would right now. 50 Cent doesn't even look stressed about the situation. The way he moved felt more like a quiet warning than a real response. Almost like he was saying, you sure you want to go down this road? Because once King jumped in, he jumped in all the way. You can see it clearly. He even put his own mom on a t-shirt and ran with it like it was merch for the moment. And that's exactly when things got even wilder. Rick Ross suddenly pops up in the middle of all this drama, asking if he can place an order. Yeah, Ross really slid in like a customer trying to buy the merch while the whole internet watching the chaos unfold. He basically like, let me get one of those. Talking about he needs a T. Actually, make that a 3X. Come on, Ross. A 3X. That's crazy. And King was like, I got you. But look how fast this whole situation moved. All of this drama happened in less than a week. Meanwhile, XXL Magazine jumping in, and suddenly there's promo everywhere. Even jokes about the McDonald's snack wrap popping up in the middle of the conversation. People like, cut me a check for all this promo. It's wild how the internet mixes rap beef with random brand talk like that. Now, the real question everyone keeps asking. Will 50 Cent actually respond with a full diss track? Some people think it could happen, but honestly, most folks close to the situation say that's probably not happening anytime soon. In fact, some are so confident they're literally saying they'd bet money on it. And when it comes to a response from 50 Cent right now, nothing but crickets. The comment sections are already going crazy with people saying, put your bets down right now, because everybody trying to guess what 50's next move is going to be. But this whole month has been strange in the rap world. Remember, 50 Cent recently claimed he actually owns the building where Jim Jones records his podcast. That statement alone had people raising eyebrows everywhere. Now, nobody has fully confirmed it yet, but things got even more interesting when Maino pulled up to a location saying that might actually be the same spot. So behind the scenes, there's still a lot of mystery and confusion about what's really going on. Some people in the culture think there's a little punk faking happening, too. Like certain folks talking tough, but not really planning to take it further. That's the vibe a lot of fans are getting right now. But one thing the internet definitely noticed, T.I. and the entire Harris family didn't back down from the noise. People saying they really stood on business and showed they weren't scared to jump into the conversation. Now the only thing left everyone watching is simple. How 50 Cent decides to move next, because depending on what he does, this whole situation could flip into something even bigger. Right now, though, it almost feels like 50 already celebrating a win while everyone else still trying to figure out what just happened. Now, the question people started asking was simple. Did 50 Cent actually post that celebration on his Instagram himself? The answer looks like no. Most of what people are seeing is coming from blogs and reposts online. For what it looks like, 50 was just out getting money at one of those club appearances, doing his usual thing, while the internet turned the moment into a whole storyline. But here's where the conversation gets funny. Some fans online started acting like 50 just won an award or something. And people like, how you giving him a trophy for this? Real talk, that's mostly just fans and blogs capitalizing on the moment. Everybody try and turn every little move into a headline. Meanwhile, 50 out there celebrating like he just dropped 4 disc records in a row. But hold on a second. The Harris family was the one firing back nonstop. One response after another. Back-to-back energy all week. At this point, people even joking that the Harris family might be the strongest family unit in hip-hop right now. They stood together, jumped in the situation together, and didn't hesitate when the conversation got loud. Back-to-back shots, no hesitation, everybody stepping in. When a whole family moves like that in public situations, it definitely makes people pay attention, because once that kind of energy shows up, the message is simple. You better figure it out. Right now, the Harris family is definitely setting the tone out here. The crazy part is some people are actually looking at them like they're doing something wrong. But when you really think about it, that reaction says more about other people than it does about them. Because let's be honest, not everybody has a family that stands together like that. Some people sitting at home wondering why their own circle doesn't move like that. Problems happening in their own house, but nobody stepping up or standing on business. Meanwhile, the Harris family jumped into the situation together and handled it head on. And look at the other side of it. 50 Cent got money, influence, and one of the biggest names in hip-hop history. But when this whole situation started heating up, nobody really jumped in publicly on his side. Outside of the fans in the comment section saying, 50 got this, there hasn't been a big wave of artists stepping in to defend him. Of course, fans want to hear music, though. That's the main thing people keep saying. They want to hear real responses, real bars, real competition. But honestly, a lot of people still believe 50 Cent probably isn't going to drop a disc record aimed at T.I. anytime soon. Because once certain moments already played out publicly, the energy changes. And the moment people keep bringing up is when that post went up. Not once, but twice. And after that, the internet went crazy. The younger crowd jumped into the conversation, and suddenly the whole situation turned into something way bigger than it originally was. At this point, the energy around this whole situation is clear. It's up now, and people already looking at 50 Cent's next move carefully, especially if he makes another stop in Atlanta for a show or club hosting, because the vibe out there right now, the city is definitely riding with the Harris family. A lot of people in Atlanta didn't like seeing Tiny being brought into the situation at all. That's one thing the South takes seriously. So, the support for T.I. and his family has been loud, coming from that side of the culture. So, right now, this whole situation between 50 Cent and the Harris family has turned into one of the wildest moments people have seen in hip-hop drama lately. Some fans online are even joking that this might be the first time hip-hop witnessed a whole family stepping into the ring together. And looking at how things played out, some people think this might actually be the smartest moment for 50 Cent to just let the situation cool down, because realistically, nobody expects him to jump in the booth and start going after the kids or younger members of the family. And if he hasn't gone straight at T.I. musically yet, then the chances of it escalating further probably aren't that high. So for now, it feels like 50 just let the moment pass and kept moving. And honestly, some people are saying the whole situation is just unfortunate, because when you really think about it, imagine what a real back and forth battle between these artists could sound like. That's the part fans are curious about. Nobody really believes 50 Cent is scared of public opinion. That's never been his style. The real question people keep asking is something different. Where's the motivation right now? Because stepping into the booth and going to war on a record takes a certain type of hunger. For a lot of artists, it's about passion. It's about keeping your sword sharp. Sometimes all it takes is hearing the right beat or catching the right moment of inspiration, and suddenly you're in the studio ready to record something powerful. But the conversation in hip-hop right now is bigger than just one situation. Look around the culture. You've got Cameron jumping in and freestyling on episodes. You got Maze getting back into his rap bag and fans reacting to that energy because it feels real. That's the type of authenticity people say they want again. Meanwhile, a lot of the industry feels different these days. People chasing viral moments, chasing quick hits, chasing brand deals. Some songs start sounding more like theme music or jingles instead of real rap records. Fans notice that shift too. That's why every time somebody steps back into pure bars and real lyric energy, the audience reacts immediately, because at the end of the day, hip-hop fans always respect one thing the most: real passion on the mic. And that's really the point people keep bringing up. It shouldn't be this hard. If you go digging through the vault right now, there are plenty of records from 50 Cent that dropped after the early Hunger days. We're not just talking about the era when everybody was chasing a deal. We're talking about years later, too. Look at the mixtape run he had after I Get Money took off. During that time, 50 was dropping project after project, keeping the streets fed with music. So, it's not like it doesn't have records or ideas sitting in the vault somewhere. That's why some fans are confused hearing the whole lack of motivation talk. Because if anyone knows how to jump in the booth and create something fast, it's definitely 50. But when people start saying the motivation just isn't there, some fans begin joking that it's starting to sound like another artist who stepped away from traditional rap for a minute. You know who people bringing up when they say that? The one famous for the flute experiment. Shout out to Andre 3000 for doing his own thing. But fans still expect a different type of energy when it comes to someone like 50 Cent. And speaking of the music, a lot of people started pointing out something interesting about Damani's record. Some listeners said the flow reminded them a little of Andre 3000, that same laid-back, thoughtful style where the artist really locks into a certain creative zone. At the same time, you can still hear hints of J. Cole-type energy when Damani goes into his normal rap pocket. But on this particular record, he definitely tapped into that Andre 3000 type of vibe, a different bag, a different rhythm, and people noticed it right away. Whether you like the style or not, one thing is clear. He stepped up and delivered his verse. Now, the big conversation still circling around the culture is simple. What do you think about this whole situation involving 50 Cent, T, and the Harris family? Were you impressed with the records that T and Damani dropped during this back and forth? And what do you think about the idea that 50 Cent just isn't motivated to respond right now? Because some fans are asking a tough question. If you can post about someone's wife online, why not just step in the booth and respond with music? Some people even pointed out that planning a whole documentary would take way more time than recording a verse. To some fans, it feels like being in a fight where someone gets slapped and suddenly says, "Hold on, let me go grab something first." Meanwhile, the other side saying, "Nah, let's settle it right now." That's the kind of energy people say they're watching unfold. Now, before you go, make sure you subscribe to Dripzine, hit like, drop your thoughts and comments, and share this video so more hip-hop fans can join the conversation. And if you really want to support the channel, tap the Hype This Video button. It helps the channel grow big time. Thank you for rocking with Dripzine.